Hello here to you, and welcome back to Let's Play Wii Sports. In today's video, we're playing through golf. Yay! So, we have 9 holes throughout this game. We have the beginner course, intermediate course, and the expert course. Now, on these would not be very long. They won't be a very long video if we just did this normally. So we're going to be doing a 9-hole game. Rest in peace, my sanity, if I ever do Wii Sports Resort and end up doing an 18-hole game. How's my skill level on this one way higher than anything else? Okay, I think golf in this game is actually fun. I like Wii Sports Golf. My problem is golf in real life. It's boring as heck. The only golf I like is mini golf. But there is no mini golf mode in this game. That'd be cool if we could do that, though. Alright, so we're gonna... This is actually a little difficult to do when sitting down. So we're going to do a couple practice swings. And... boom! That's still in the red. This might be a little bit of a hard one to commentate over. But we'll keep trying. Stroke 2. Alright, so this one's between the second and the third one. Just a couple practice swings. Okay. Alright, that was a good shot. Ow. It would have been cool if we could get a chip in. Nice. Alright, on here, if we... Oh. I forgot this was a thing. You can press the T button to kind of zoom the camera in like this. And okay. My autistic brain is now hyperfixating on this. Oh no. I'm gonna be here for a while. Whee! Okay, what my brain is focusing on right now is the bar on the left. I'm just like looking at it as it goes left and right. Okay, I could actually be here for a while. I gotta move on. The 1 button was the one I meant to press. The 1 button, we can see the terrain, like the dark colors are the lower ground, and the brighter colors are higher up. So we're gonna want to just barely tap it. I want to barely tap it so it goes over the first thing. That wasn't enough. Okay, now we gotta barely tap it. Par! Yippee! The word par is ruined for me forever because, like, one of the things I do at my job is restocking soda cards, and there's like a specific number we gotta make sure the cards are at every night at the end of the night. And and those numbers are going to be burned in my brain forever. Okay, I wonder if we can get a hole-in-one here. I'm wondering if we can get a hole-in-one. That'd be awesome if we could do that. One thing you can do is a bit difficult is that if you're able to get the ball to hit the pole, it actually has physics. So it can like hit the pole and then go straight down. I know this for a fact because I did it once when I was a little kid and it was the greatest moment of my life. Alright, this looks like the power that we'll need. Boom! It's going to be a little too far to the right. Would have been cool if it was a hole-in-one! It should have been a hole-in-one! Okay, we're not gonna go hole-in-one this Let's Play, but we can keep trying. We can keep trying. Okay, the putter one is the one I struggle with the most to get it exactly where I want it. Alright, let's go like this. Ah, dang it! I barely touched it! That's just sarcastic. That is the sarcasm. That is the sarcasm. Boy, are we so happy to see you guys. Boy, are we so glad to see you guys. Now, this one right here is probably my favorite hole in Wii Sports Golf because I remember being super excited of finding a secret path. Because like in the cutscene right there, we can see there's like a little patch of green off to the side over here. And we was wondering, wait, is that something we can go onto? And then we go like this. We want to make sure we do it carefully. And boom! Come on, come on, come on, come on! Okay, even if we get a double bogey, I don't care. We are going to make this happen! But yeah, when we got up here, we saw that this actually counted as a thing we can do. It was so awesome. I remember one time we were on to see if getting up here was faster than just doing it normally. Because back then we were dumb kids and we couldn't figure out exactly. Sand trap, tractor, swordfish. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? I don't know. Are you thinking, holy crap, a swordfish just went through my head? If so, yes. He doesn't say crap, but this is a family-friendly channel. We're not doing well this game, are we? Double bogey. Okay, does anybody remember Polar Golf? Does anybody remember that game? That was one of my favorite games to play online when I was a kid, because it was one of those PC games where you downloaded it from a thing and you could play it. I don't remember the exactly where it came from, but that was one of my favorite ones to play. Not because I was good at golf or anything like that, but because I just loved the voice lines of the polo bear. Because it's like, double bogey. I hope I can find an audio clip of that so I can put it in the video so everybody can enjoy it. Edge of green. Alright, where do I want to get that onto the second one? Can I get one thing under par besides the first hole? Alright, for this one, I want to try something. I've never been able to pull this off before, but I'm curious. Okay, so I've never been able to pull this off before, but since we're already super low under par, I want to try something. So, there's a glitch you can do that involves removing batteries out of the Wii remote during the swing. So I'm going to try it out real quick. It didn't work exactly like I would have liked. Alright, in hindsight, that probably wasn't a good idea to try it on this hole of all things. But basically, I will have footage of it on screen if I can find it. But the basic idea is that when you're mid-swing, if you take the batteries out of the Wii remote, there's a slim window of opportunity where you can hit the ball a second time. And I always wanted to try this because it looks really cool, but I don't know the exactly what causes this to trigger and let you hit the ball a second time. But I do want to try this at some point. Maybe we can have footage at the end of the video or something like that, but I'm going to try. There's a castle in the background. Oh, come on! Come on! Our score is going to plummet by the end of this triple bogey. I think if you're like 7 over par or something like that, they eventually just have you give up. But this one's actually pretty cool. This one right here, I always really like this one. And there's another game on the Wii that makes me think of this specific golf hole. Did anybody remember Golfication? It was kind of like a wasn't exactly like a knockoff, but it was along the same lines of Wii Sports Resort, but it had like 50 sports in it and 4 resorts you can explore. It was the resorts themselves were kind of open world. There's a lot to explore. Not a whole lot to actually do in it, but it was still really fun to just like explore the resorts and things like that. I always thought that was really fun. So that was like the most that my sisters and I would do whenever we played Go Vacation. And I remember a couple years ago I was thinking about doing a let's play of it. I decided not to because I figured like the most fun I have in that game is the actual resort exploration. The mini games themselves are just okay, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to do like a full series on that. But I don't know, maybe like a maybe it might be fun as like a collab series or something like that. I mean, with like more people to play with. That would have been cool if it landed in the hole.
Nice on.
Boom! Game! Why do you not love me? What? Was it something I said? We can work this out. We can work this out, game. We can work this out! Come on! This one was supposed to be the easy one! Yeah, double bogey yet again. +7, my goodness. That's a 9, you idiot. Why can't I read? I was thinking hole 7. Okay, we're gonna have it a bit more to the side over here because the 20 miles per hour wind. Yay! Something I wanted to do actually somehow worked out for once. Whee! That's a system I'm playing on. Technically, I'm playing on the Wii U, but don't tell anyone. They'll get me if they find out. That was harder than that, come on. Okay. I will say, I know I said in the previous episode, that I feel like the tennis racket is a thing that has like misread most of the controls more than anything else. I feel like I gotta amend that statement. I feel like it's either the putter club or it's a tie. Because the putter club just is really difficult to get exactly how you want. +11. You put a 6 in front of that, it's my birthday. Man, my birthday is gonna kind of... I don't know how I feel about this year. So, I was really looking forward to my birthday because, like, the day that Epic Universe single day tickets went on sale was the day that had, like, a really, really good paycheck. And I was like, okay. I ran over to my roommate and I was like, okay, talk me out of a bad idea. Talk me out of a bad idea. But I can make rent and get a ticket for my birthday. Talk me out of this. But then she encouraged me to do it, so I did it anyway. And I was very happy about it, and I invited people to come, but then the tickets sold out before anybody else was able to get it. So, not as many people are going to be able to show up, and I'm kind of sad about that. I think one person will be able to, so I'm happy about that. But at the same time, it's like, oh, I was planning this big thing. It was going to be awesome, but I don't know. If they're not able to make it, then I'm going to be going to Epic Universe by myself, and I don't have good memories of spending my birthday alone. Let's just say that right now. But either way, I'm going to Epic Universe for my birthday, and I'm really, really excited about that. Man, Epic Universe in general is just really exciting. I know it's going to date the video by saying that Epic Universe hasn't opened to the public yet, but we're only just like a couple of months away from that, or a couple weeks from that rather, and I'm just really excited for it because the thing is, lots of folks are saying that this is going to be like the big Disney killer where nobody's going to go to Disney World anymore because Epic Universe is going to be so awesome. I don't think it's going to be like that. So I definitely do believe that Disney attendance is going to plummet, but I don't think it's going to be so bad that like nobody ever goes to Disney World anymore. What I think is going to happen is Disney attendance will definitely drop drastically in the first few months that the universe is open, and it's going to be at a point where Disney's going to be like, okay, we have stuff coming out, but we need to do something bigger because Epic Universe, we severely underestimated it, and it's super awesome. We need to do something better. So that's the thing that's good about competition is like seeing how much better that the other person actually turns out to be, and you're like, wait, hold on, we need to step up our game. We need to be better too, and then everybody wins because everybody's doing better. Stroke 6. I've accepted my fate. I said at the beginning of this video that I'm not a good golfer, so... Plus 12 score! Not happy about it, but you know, I can live with it. Man, 7 on hole 3, that was pathetic. Our score went up from that?! Okay, I'll take it. I don't know how that happened, but I'll take it. I do love the score though, 555. Does anybody remember that 555 foot long deal at Subway, and they had that commercial where it was like $5 foot long? That commercial is how I learned what the dollar sign is in sign language. But anyway, that's going to be it for this episode of Wii Sports. Thank you all so much for watching this video. In the next episode, we get to beat people up. Yippee! And until next time, Lady Gator to you. Oh yeah.